Welcome to this episode of Cue the Code. I'm really happy to introduce John. I've been working with him for a long time. We've had a lot of sleepless nights,
Yeah, still we are
working
doing.
on projects together. It's been an amazing couple of years. I'm happy to have him on. We're going to have a great discussion today about AI. Go ahead, give yourself a brief introduction, and then we will jump into the sponsor.
Oh, well, you have already introduced me. My name is John. We are working in this IT industry from past 10 plus years. Delivered more than 250 plus applications. That's already working the market. More than that, that's not live. I think more than 800 plus applications we have delivered so far.
Ready to transform your digital presence? You're in the right place. From custom app development to seamless web solutions, we specialize in building innovative tools tailored to your needs. Whether you're a startup, small business, or enterprise, our team turns your ideas into powerful, user-friendly applications. Ready to elevate your online presence? Visit appinventors.com and let's create something amazing together. appinventors.com. Innovate your future.
All right. And as you can see, John is a new father. I see the background. So, tell us, when did it happen?
Yeah, it's a cocoa melon. Yeah, it's
You
it's it's
know,
a my new boy is very loving it.
nice, nice. That's got to be a great feeling. All right. So today the subject matter is going to be about AI. Obviously it's in the news right now. Everybody's talking about it. So without further ado, let's start with the first question, right? So here we
Sure.
go. No code and low code, the future or a passing trend. Here's the real question, right? Will coders be replaced? Like, in other words, like, these tools where they say like Devin AI, right? Are they going to replace coders? I mean, what are your thoughts? What say you?
See, if you're talking about code, that definitely refers to the developer. So actually, developers are writing it so that a non-technical guy can use it. So obviously, it's going to minimize the development cost in near future. That's why it's cost lower than what exactly we are expecting so far. That's why we can say that no code, low code. It's going to revise the cost. It's very trending nowadays. I can say that no code, low code.
Okay.
But the real truth is, developers are doing it just because it's trending nowadays, and people are using it. It's a trending term. The real fact
Yeah.
is, our developers are doing it.
Yeah, I think just in my personal experience working with AI, it'll get you like 80 to 90% of the way there. But you still need to understand the big picture in order to fix it, in order to actually make changes. You could have a code base that nobody understands, but then nobody can work on it, right? So then what's the point? So I think
Yep.
that that's where I see. Now, what does AI tell us? What is the suggested answer from AI? I'll read it out. No code platforms empower businesses to create applications without coding knowledge, but they also raise concerns about security, scalability, and job displacement for developers. While they streamline development, complex systems will still require skilled engineers to maintain and optimize them. So it's kind of saying the same
Even
thing, right? Yeah.
yes, even a low code, no code system is still required. Technical architecture, few real time, QA and QA engineers, to test it, right? So we can't say that we are going to easily remove developers while developing a no code, low code system. Yes, it will helpful for the businesses, definitely.
I agree.
A
I agree.
non-technical can easily navigate into n number of things by using the front end. But the end of the day, we need developers to do that.
Yeah. I would say that I think one of the roles that we may lose, right, would be like the junior developer role, right? Those sort of
Ah,
like
exactly, correct,
entry level, you know what I mean?
correct.
And it kind of sucks, let me tell you why, because I think as a developer, like those entry level positions where the kind of like where you got your feet wet, kind of where you're able to start in a company.
Hmm.
So now it's kind
And
of a situation where like you got to be like mid-level or senior and up, you
hmm.
know. Um,
As you can see, the current market, people are still firing. I mean, not people, the companies are still firing junior level people and people whom so are not, giving their time on on their task, on their relevant system. So still
Yeah.
on the radar, right? So on the in the other hand, I know few people whomsoever is taking such kind of leaves and everything, but they have the higher position. They've designed the system, they are the senior architect, still they are working on it, right?
Wow.
So this is the gap which we are talking about. Low code, no code is actually going to replace fresh college graduates, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And
that's
that's
what.
where I think we may see that disconnect where a lot of these young graduates are going to have to develop their own projects, going to have to start doing their own thing before they can even get hired, so they can kind of prove that they're mid-level or senior level. They're not going to be able
Correct.
to get a job at a FANG right out of college like it used to be. You know,
Hmm, hmm.
that's what I think.
Let's see the
Yeah.
future. It's all trending nowadays. Everyone is
Yeah.
talking about low code, no code. Everyone is migrating their legacy system on low code, no code. Even IBM, even Newgen Software, in even I know a few more companies, they are migrating their entire legacy system on low code, no code. I don't know. I think it's the best use case people are doing it now,
Well,
right
I'm
now.
I'm gonna say this. Low code, no code is never gonna replace Cobalt. Cobalt is here for us for life. That banking database system is never gonna go away for some reason.
Who knows?
So,
Who knows?
you know,
Because it's a banking system, it's something that people are not talking about. So, what I'm talking about, I know companies in India, I know companies in the United States, they have a legacy system that n number of banks and financial institutions are using right now. In parallel, they are building their system and they're deploying it in African countries, in South America as a proof of concept. Once it will be done,
yeah,
you never
because I
knows.
think it's like
It will.
90% of all the banks here use some derivative of COBOL. So it's such an ancient. I mean, it's from the 50s, bro. Like, this database system. If AI is going to be able to help us with that major problem. That a lot of these
Mhm.
financial institutions want to switch to a better, faster database system, but COBOL is what they're on, and they're scared to move because it's people's money. They don't want to make
Mhm.
mistake with people's money. You know, so
That no one is going to do that.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. It's just a thought. You know what I mean? So here's the next question, number two. AI's role in the workforce, automation, sorry, versus augmentation. So let's break it down. Will AI replace human jobs, or will it create more than it destroys? That's a good question. So I don't
That's
know, man.
absolutely right. AI is
Mhm.
going to kill few jobs, especially
Yes,
in contact center. If we are talking about
yeah,
center, that
yeah,
means call centers, where a
yeah.
number of people were responsible to answer your queries. Now, what AI is doing, AI is answering your questions because AI has the capability to read your uh, data, uh, your legacy data, and everything. So it's really hard to
I,
say, but yes, AI is going to replace the one thing for sure in contact center.
Yeah.
It will
I think that,
replace. It
and
will
also
replace.
in copywriting. I remember like when we used to build sites, you would need a copywriter to write all the stuff that goes on the website. Nowadays, you can
Hmm.
just ask AI to write it for you and it'll do a better job. you
Yes,
know?
but for some use cases, it's still in dilemma. I can say that
Yeah.
for digital
Yeah.
marketing and stuff, as we discussed on last podcast, that's not published yet, but we remember we discussed.
We
Uh,
talked about
we
that.
we
Yeah.
yeah we wrote few contents about the our website that were trending around 7 or 4 weeks, and suddenly Google has downgraded everything because
Yeah.
they consider like it's a generated from bot or from machines and all. So human touch is really important when it comes to writing stuff, especially when two companies are talking about, because Google has their own bot. People are
So
very fond about the chat GPT now. Some other
let's,
tools are coming in the market, right? So
yes.
yes, in the writing stuff, I don't think AI is going to replace a writer, especially in digital marketing and stuff. But yes, in customer support, contact center, uh, some sort of junior level of programming, which we are seeing right now, definitely is going to replace. And obviously in designing stuff, which is like if I need a proposal writing, if I need a presentation, AI is generating. So some sort of, we can say that jobs are going to be replaced by AI agents
Yeah,
very soon.
yeah, yeah. So I wanted to kind of get back a little bit on what you just said. So what you're saying is that Google is using AI to find the websites that are using AI to pull
I
those
think
down, and
I
then
think
giving
Gemini,
preference to the
Gemini.
ones that sound like human, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Google has
Oh,
their
that's
own
interesting.
engine, so they want to
Yeah,
use you. If you want to publish your own data, use my chatbot,
yeah,
use my AI engine.
yeah.
But ChatGPT is really popular. We are using ChatGPT. We were using, still we are using it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ChatGPT.
No, I use
Now,
it all the time.
some, yeah, some other tools are already in the market. I don't remember the name. The was that Chinese chat
DeepSeek is
DeepSeek. Yes, DeepSeek
yeah,
is
yeah.
another level of, I can say that exploitation.
Yeah, that's the truth.
So it's not possible for everyone to learn everything at same time.
No, no,
So
no, 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 no,
for
no.
writing, thank God, AI is not going to replace any
Yeah.
writing stuff. That's good. But for other stuff, I can say that yes, AI is going to kill at least, if I can say that in 10, AI is going to replace 5 people.
Probably. Yeah, I can agree to that. So let's see what it says. Okay, so this is what AI tells us is a suggested answer.
Mhm.
AI is already automating repetitive and data-driven tasks, but it also creates new roles in AI supervision, ethics, and
Mhm.
development. The real
Mhm.
question is how fast the workforce can adapt before automation surpasses job creation. Now this is where I think the issue is going to lie. I personally believe that it's going to
Mhm.
take away more jobs that it's going to create. Okay, so like it's almost like getting back to that senior engineer, right? A senior AI engineer who knows how to work prompts, who can say this is the correct prompt in order to pull the data we need. That job is going to be getting paid, a lot of money. But I think that it will, in my personal opinion, make us lose more jobs and create. But we'll see. Like you
Mhm.
said, we'll see. It's the future. So
Still, we are waiting for few more people to come. Like Alibaba is already saying they are coming with the new stuff.
it's going to be interesting. All right. So
Mm,
here's question number 3. Now, this is kind of interesting one. Can AI be truly creative? Can it be
absolutely.
creative? Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
absolutely. We can create AI agent to answer your question. We can create AI agent, a kind of virtual stuff. So we can replace you as a podcast host with AI. So yes,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
creative.
Yeah. I guess what should be interesting to see is as more stuff gets replaced by AI and people start, let's say for like this video, for example, right? And people
Mm,
realize that AI can be done, podcast can be used, an AI can be used to run the podcast like I am talking right now, right?
mm,
Will people appreciate my experience, the things that I've done in my life, to listen to me personally versus listening to an AI that doesn't have a real, so to speak, emotional, experiential life experience, philosophy, an idea that it has for itself?
Well, my answer would be yes. If if our engine, which we have developed so far, we means as a company, if we are developing it, if we are trained properly, so it's going to replace you as a presentator, because we are not going to say that it's human. We are saying that welcome to our podcast. Henry, as an AI agent, is going to host you tonight, right? So AI is creative. It's been creative. It will be creative. Uh, in some fields, in some areas.
This is what AI told us. This is a suggested answer, right? Um, AI can generate art, music, and text at an impressive level, but it lacks
Hmm.
true experiential understanding. It mimics creativity through pattern recognition, but cannot yet produce genuine inspiration, emotional intent, or original philosophical thought. Right? So we're kind of saying that it doesn't have a conscience, I guess, right? It cannot formulate, its own philosophy.